You know how to send a notice to end your tenancy because the landlord, purchaser, or family member requires the rental unit? To send such notice, you need to fill out the LTB Form N12 provided by the Tribunals Ontario. This form is used by landlords to give notice to their tenants that they need to vacate the rental unit by a certain date because the landlord or a family member intends to move into the unit, or because the unit has been sold and the purchaser requires the unit for their own use. The N12 form must be completed and served to the tenant at least 60 days before the termination date specified in the notice. If the tenant does not move out by the termination date, the landlord may apply to the Landlord and Tenant Board for an order terminating the tenancy and evicting the tenant. Let's see how we can fill out the LTB Form N12. Number 1. Download the N12 form from the website of the Landlord and Tenant Board of Ontario or obtain a copy from the board's office. Number 2. In the first section of the form, enter the address of the rental unit and the name of the tenants. Number 3. In the second section, indicate the reason for the notice, such as the landlord or a family member requires the unit for their own use, or the unit has been sold and the purchaser requires the unit for their own use. Number 4. In the third section, specify the date on which the tenants must vacate the rental unit. Number 5. In the fourth section, provide information about any compensation that the landlord is offering to the tenants for ending the tenancy early. Number 6. In the fifth section, indicate the name and contact information of the landlord or their agent. Number 7. Sign and date the form. Number 8. Serve the form to the tenants in accordance with the rules set out by the Landlord and Tenant Board of Ontario. Note that it is important to ensure that the form is completed accurately and in accordance with the rules and requirements set out by the Landlord and Tenant Board of Ontario. Any errors or omissions could result in the notice being invalid. It is recommended that landlords seek legal advice or consult the board's website or office for guidance on how to complete the form correctly. Or you can reach out to this number for any further queries. By following these steps, you should be able to fill out the Form N12 and end your tenancy at the end of the term if the above-mentioned situations arrive. My property portal makes this whole process a lot easier with their automated forms functionality that fills in the information automatically for you, aided by e-signatures. Stay tuned to my property portal for more awesome tips.